It's the Texas weather discussion video for Thursday, the 12th of April. I'm Donovan Neal. Most of us are concerned about the potential for some strong to severe storms in parts of North Texas, even into East Texas tomorrow afternoon and evening. Who gets what? How severe will it be? And what will the weather be like for this weekend? Hopefully, we'll be able to answer most of your questions here. But first, let's take a look at some of the current conditions here. Let's take a look at the upper air look across the nation this afternoon. We have mainly a benign weather flow here in parts of in North Texas. We have a field of cumulus clouds for a narrow strip around San Antonio, Texas, down towards our DFW metro, but nothing to detour from a nice and sunny day today. But it's pretty mild as well. These are the temperatures as of 3:51. Arlington 79, DFW 81. The farther west you go, the more mild it is. But take a look near Breckenridge and Seymour. They're actually in the mid to upper 90s in most spots. Wow. But go up to and across the nation, but really for most of the south central sector of the United States, we're actually pretty chill. We're actually pretty mild and very warm for much of the south central's warm sector. But take a look in Woodward, Oklahoma, where they're actually recorded a temperature of 100 degrees as of 2:35 this afternoon. Wow, they're already in the 100-degree range, and it's only mid-April. And they've had some extreme wildfire danger there for parts of West Texas and parts of Oklahoma and some of those surrounding areas where they're under an extremely critical wildfire danger for parts of that area extending into New Mexico and some of the adjacent areas. And we have the same thing on day 2. That extreme risk shifts into western Texas. And we'll likely see some dangerous wildfire conditions take place for parts of West Texas, even into parts of northern Texas and central Texas. But let's take a look at the watch warning map. Of course, with all the red flag warnings, with all the red flag warnings, the watch warning map is as bright as a light bulb right now. Red flag warnings extend all the way from Oklahoma, West Texas, extending and covering all of New Mexico and Arizona and parts of Colorado. And go up north where I see some blizzard warnings for Colorado extending up to South Dakota, and surrounding that some winter storm advisories and warnings. But down here in North Texas, we have a wind advisory which goes until 8 p.m. this afternoon, and the southeastern sector of the United States remains quiet. Now, this is the convective outlook for day 2, which is tomorrow. We have an enhanced risk of severe storms all the way from the northeast corner of Texas to southern Iowa near the Corn Belt, and we do note that marginal risk for severe storms does include the Dallas metro area and extends all the way for areas to the south and east. But keep in mind that most of the DFW metro area is under a risk for thunder, meaning that we could see some thunderstorms for tomorrow, but no organized severe weather is expected. And do note that standard slight risk includes areas to the east of Dallas. And going out to the east even more, we have an enhanced risk for severe storms, includes places like Shreveport, Lufkin, Longview, Texarkana, Little Rock, Springfield, and some of the adjacent areas. And we'll talk more about the specific timing and threats here in a little bit. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days. Most of the rain confined to the southeastern part of the United States, but down here only a trace here in North Texas, maybe about a tenth of an inch of rain with anything that we see tomorrow. But go out to the east where in northern Louisiana, where they're expecting around 4 to 4.5 inches of rain for that area, and that could obviously cause some flooding issues. But down here only around a trace to 1/100th of an inch of rain. So let's talk about all of this. This is the GFS. This is the 12Z run valid tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. At 500 millibars, we have a trough just to the northwest of us, adding dynamic support for some strong to severe storms. And we have a deep surface low near the Kansas-Nebraska border, 984 millibars. and we have some snow just to the north of that surface low. And down here in the warm sector, we have strong to severe storms, and those strong to severe storms is what we are concerned about for tomorrow. And here's the Texas Tech model. This is the reflected radar at 7 a.m. tomorrow, in the morning tomorrow, and this shows that we could see that much of North Texas could be dealing with the threat for some rain and thunderstorms for the morning commute tomorrow morning. Now keep in mind, by this time I don't expect any severe weather problems for during the morning hours, but by the afternoon at around 1 or 2 o'clock, we could see, as that cap weakens, we could see a few severe thunderstorms try to break out, especially the farther east that you go. At around this time frame, at around 1 or 2 o'clock, could there be an isolated thunderstorm that could turn severe in the North Texas area? Yes, but the higher probabilities remain to the east of us. And by the late evening hours at around 5 to 6 o'clock, that activity is mostly out of Texas and mostly in the Arklatex area. Now here's the instability values at around 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and you can see that the max Cape values are peaking at around 4,000 joules per kilogram, and that's basically for areas along the dry line and for areas along and east of the dry line. And keep in mind that if you're west of the dry line, you most likely won't see any thunderstorms as the dry line progresses to the east. And here's the significant tornado parameter at the same time, suggesting that most of the severe thunderstorms will be in the Arklatex region into parts of eastern Oklahoma, where the STP values are peaking at around 4.8. maybe near 5, and that suggests that there could be the potential for a few tornadoes, 1 or 2, which could be strong in parts of the Arklatex region into eastern Oklahoma. But down here for North Texas, mainly around the DFW metro area, could there be a 1 or 2 severe thunderstorms that could turn severe tomorrow evening? Yes, but most of it will stay to the east of us. Again, the farther east that you go, that's higher probability, the greater probability of your chances of seeing severe weather. And with the main batch of thunderstorms and with a batch of rain that will come through tomorrow morning, I don't expect any severe weather from that. So just continue to stick around for the latest forecast. Now this is Saturday, so the weekend begins. That surface low lifts off to the northeast, and that rain shifts off to the east. Colder advection follows from that cold front, and we should be in the mid to low 60s by Saturday, with a mix of sun and clouds. Now Sunday, sun comes back out in full force, highs in the mid 60s. And Monday, as next week begins, we start to warm up a little again with highs in the mid 70s. Tuesday, another dry look with highs in the mid 80s. And here's Wednesday. We stay dry a little bit with highs falling back down to the low 80s. And same thing on Thursday. And a week from today, Thursday the 19th of April, we have troughing on both sides of the country. And down here, we have a 992 millibar surface low developing, and that could mean the Texas Panhandle, both panhandles, and parts of West Texas could find some relief from the drought that's been affecting that area for quite some time. Now let's just keep going here. This is Saturday, the 21st of April. Now we have a 994 millibar surface low positioned around somewhere in the Kansas-Oklahoma border, and we have a convection just to the east of that. Now, if this were to verify, this could be another potential severe weather look for next weekend. But again, this is over 9 days out, and a lot of things can and will change. And here's the end of the forecast period. This is Sunday, the 22nd of April. We have troughing just to the northeast of us, and down here we remain dry. But you can see for the numbers for the next 15 days, we do warm up through Friday, and after that a cold front comes through Saturday. after that cold front comes through on Friday, cold air advection follows for the weekend, and then basically for the towards the end of April, we basically stay in the mid to upper 70s. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll have more notes in the blog. Next video here should be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can't catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and Godspeed.